Yo, what up, though, peeps? How's everyone doing, man? Happy draft lottery day. Today is a good day for the Detroit Piston community as, the balls could go our way again. Last year, we had a Detroit legend, Big Ben, represent the D in the lottery show. How did that work out? We got the first overall pick. So, how are we going to top that from last year? This year, Richard Rip Hamilton. He brought the mask. He is there. He's ready to get us that number one pick this year. But before we get too carried away in today's show, let me welcome you to the co-host. 313 JMO, man. Welcome back, man. How you feeling today?
What's good? What's good, everybody? It's been a couple weeks, but shout out to all of my Pistons fans out there. I'm ready to talk some basketball with you guys, and the draft lottery is here. It's gonna be exciting no matter which way it go, man.
Yeah, man. The Pistons' future, man. This is where it's going to start. This is a very exciting off season for the Pistons. A lot of things could happen, and this is the first domino to fall. Whatever happens tonight, here in about half an hour or so, it's going to change what Troy Weaver's game plan is going to be, how to attack this off season. Devin, welcome back, man. I was just telling JMO off air, I hope you were in here today. Um, because we're not going to start off with Piston stuff. We're going to save that closer to the lottery. We got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We haven't been here in a minute, man. It's been a minute. So, JMO, what series do you want to start with first? Do you want to soak into this? Start with one we don't care about, or you want to go right into the Sun series?
Yeah, man. Let's start with the Boston versus the Bucks.
So
Um,
that one went 7 for everyone who didn't watch this one. Now I got to say this is probably my favorite one to watch, just competition wise. Every single game was back and forth for the most part, except for Game 7, mostly. But Giannis, Jason Tatum going at it. It was really fun to watch. So, JMO, flow is yours.
yeah, I'm mad as hell they ain't win. Let's be honest about that. I'm freaking pissed. But Giannis is still the best player in the league. Everyone knows that if you watched that series. It was yeah. I said before the series was over though that and we'll see if I'm right. That series was like the finals to me. I'm like the finals is in the second round, and it's this series right here. So we'll see how far Boston is able to go. But I definitely think now that they beat the champions with with Giannis on the team. Now if they had Middleton, they clearly would have lost because it went 7 without him. But it doesn't matter. They ain't have him. They lost. So shout out to Jason Tatum. He's definitely a superstar now. You can't deny that man anymore. And we're gonna see what happens next round. But I think Boston should be able to go all the way since they beat the best team. That's just the way I slice it a little bit. And they beat Giannis. I mean Giannis had 44 and 20, and his team was just like, yeah, we good, bro. We ain't gonna show up.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, man. It was all downhill after the first half. Giannis was doing good, then all of a sudden he just couldn't hit a layup. It was pretty tough to watch, but
Bro, tired, bro.
you're tired, man. You
Carrying
got
them
to think about the
strips.
couple of years like in the bubble. Like it's just been like one season into the next, really no off season. And Milwaukee's had championship goals this entire time. You got to work twice as hard, if not 3 times harder, to get there. So then you got to work even harder than that to maintain your status. So it's always harder to repeat than win your first championship. So pressure was there. You're injured. You just gotta take the time to get healthy this offseason and come back and approach it the same way, because there's not really anything Milwaukee did wrong. It's just Boston hit more shots and played better at the end.
It's
So
just Boston had a healthier team. That's
yeah,
really what it boils down to. And sometimes it boils down to that. You can go to Milwaukee beating the Bucks, the Brooklyn last year, and all of these other championships. Sometimes it literally boils down to what team is healthy.
simple as that. Um, how are you feeling about the whole James Harden and Embiid situation up in Philadelphia?
Man, James Harden is a scrub. I told y'all from day one. Y'all lucky the media has destroyed him enough, so I don't need to say anymore. But when they pay him a super max, Philly will become the dumbest franchise in sports. That man is not worth a super $250 million. Are you freaking crazy? I don't care what he does or what Patrick Beverly says. Nobody else can do what he can do. That's bullshit. So nobody crap. $250 million. Man, I will find me 4 players that can do that for $250 million. No, absolutely not. Prayers for Embiid. He need help. They should have never got rid of Jimmy Butler. Prayers for Embiid. That's all I can say. Cause like he's the one that's like I'm not even an Embiid. Like I don't hate on him or anything, but I'm not an Embiid fan. But like I do feel for the guy. Like at first it was his fault for them not winning, but he got his act together these last 2 years. MVP should have won it over Jokic by himself. I don't know how Jokic won MVP over him or Giannis. Don't get me started. That was the worst MVP I've ever seen. But like worse than Steve Nash, because Steve Nash was the number 1 seed 2 years in a row. But don't get me started on that. But like when I look at Embiid, it's just like he's just sitting there in Philly, and they keep surrounding him with Ben Simmons 2.0. He went from having Ben Simmons to having James Harden that played like Ben Simmons. And didn't I tell you? I said James Harden ain't gonna do nothing but play just a little bit better than Ben Simmons, and that's what he did, bro. He had like 2 shots in the second half. It's just disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful. He ain't gonna never win no championship, man. It's just disgraceful. He's not a championship type of player. He don't even have the championship drive and moxie. Like, you gotta want it at the end of the day. Tyrese Maxey won it, and Tyrese Maxey better than Harden right now. Yes, I said it. Stop playing.
It's tough to argue with that, man. When those games with Embiid weren't there, it's just like Harden didn't care. He didn't look interested in. He was like, all right, I'm ready to go to Cancun. And Maxey, he was inbounding the ball full speed, trying to get a layup, like from the other end of the court.
Maxey's super nice. He's gonna be one of the best players in this league.
Yep. I wanted him. I remember I told you last year when they got in the playoffs, I thought he'd be an X factor. You're like, he's a rookie, he ain't gonna pop off.
Yeah.
I was just a year too soon. Let's head out west, man. A couple of good series out west. First one started off as a good series until Ja got hurt. But Golden State took care of the Grizzlies in a competitive series. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, man, I'm very upset that Ja got hurt because that boy Ja was giant. He was supercharged. Very good series. A lot of trash talk. The Warriors get another cakewalk, it seems. They always get a break. The Warriors, like, everybody gets hurt against them. I just don't know why it happens because Desmond Bane got hurt too, like in game 2. So, but it was a very good series though. But I don't know why Dylan Brooks talking about we gonna be back next year. Dylan Brooks, you not gonna be back. They getting rid of you. You heard it here first. He gone.
I was telling one of my guys at my buddies at work that they needed to go out and that's the team that needs to go get Bradley Beal, someone that can take the pressure off of Ja Morant. But before we get too carried away into that topic, CA3, man, welcome to the show, man.
What's cracking, man? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, it's been a minute, man. What's good?
Shoot, man. Just chilling, man. I'm graduating next week. Life is pretty good, bro.
Congratulations, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. So what you guys talking about, man?
Right now we're talking about the Golden State Memphis series, just talking about what we thought about that matchup.
Okay. I guess I'll just give my thoughts. Memphis is a really good team. Injuries hurt them, and they're young at times. They're just young. They're not that men that moment enough. And they just make dumb decisions at times. And we kind of saw that, in the Timberwolves series. Both teams are young, but Minnesota was just a bit dumber. That was the difference in the series. Minnesota was just dumber.
Yeah.
And it just sucks to see, as a Michigan State fan, it sucks to see Jaren Jackson because he has so much talent, but he just makes so many dumb mistakes that just hurt him, like the dumb fouls, and he just makes bad decisions on offense at times. Like he settles for jump shots when he can easily just go to the rim easily, and he just settles for jump shots way too often. But the team has potential. And you got Dylan Brooks also makes terrible decisions a lot of the time.
Man, Dylan Brooks played so bad in that last game.
The
last 2 games for real.
I mean, he had a little one fluky first half where he went off, but he just makes too many dumb decisions sometimes, and he talks too much and makes dumb decisions. It hurts the team a lot of times. He can be a good player when he plays under control and stops doing nonsense. But overall, I mean, I think Memphis is a really good team. When they're healthy, and the front office did a great job of building it, very well. I think it complements Josh's skill set, and it kind of the way the team's built, it kind of hides some of Josh's weaknesses as well. It's just really built really well for Josh, and I think if they just keep building on it, they're going to be a contender pretty soon.
They'll be a
Definitely a
contender because they
team to
got
keep your
Ja.
eye on.
No, that's not actually the team to keep your eye on is the Pelicans.
True.
Because I'm still of the belief that they would be in the finals if Zion was healthy. Y'all can call me crazy. I don't care. Because they would have beat Phoenix. Absolutely would have beat Phoenix.
I just think Zion needs to just play and they just need to build.
No, but like when he comes back next year, that team is going to be scary.
Yeah, it's still. I still think it's gonna take time. It's gonna take a little time just for them to figure out what they need to do. Because I think if they can figure out what they need to do, they can be great. But I think Brandon Ingram and Zion need to figure out what they need to do.
B.I. and CJ figured out a way to make it work. Zion is about to come over there and give you.
I mean, it's just. I just think people got to realize, man. You don't have, I just think that they had to realize that there doesn't have to be one guy doesn't have to be number one or number two. They just need to figure out that Zion, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He doesn't need the ball to be effective. They just need to figure that out. And once they figure that out,
SVG put the ball in his hands instead of Lonzo Ball. Right. How dumb is that? But only Stan Van Gundy says the great point guard. No, we don't want him handling the ball. We want the guy who has never done it before handling it. Idiot. But I don't think Willie Green is gonna do any of that. He's gonna maximize all of them. I think they're gonna be. I think especially if Zion plays, and I definitely think he will. They gonna be good. And I'm not a Pelican fan at all. I'm just looking at that team. They gonna be a threat. But more focused on the playoffs. I do actually think Jaren Jackson. He played good in this series, even though I'm not really a fan of him. But he played good in this series, man. He was cooking Golden State for real. Once they put Kevon Looney out there, they should have been playing Kevon Looney. But once they put him out there, all that stuff stopped.
I mean, he played good when he was attacking the basket. I remember there was one point in the game.
That boy hit a logo 3 on them boys. He was fooling.
Yeah, I mean that game was just crazy all around.
That game, Jaren Jackson, that's when he went up a level.
Yeah,
that boy was going crazy.
It's crazy.
So then, what about the other matchup? This one got a lot of headlines after Game 4. Phoenix Mavericks 7-game series. Mavericks come out in a not close Game 7 at all by any stretch of the imagination. J-Mo, man, what do you think about that series? And my boy Luka showing the league why he needs to be thrown in one of the best players in the league conversation.
Yeah, Luka top 5. Me and my bros, we discussed that if Luka managed to be Golden State, we was gonna have to bump him up a level. Not Golden State, but Phoenix. We was gonna have to bump him up a level, man. That boy Luka is a superstar. He's special. Let's be honest, man. Him beating Phoenix was some LeBron level stuff. Like that team is not that good for real. Team is not good, bro. Now they have really good role players. I think their role players are better than a lot of people give them credit for. But that team, they can't hold a candle to Phoenix. And they went in there and they beat them. Rest in peace to Chris Paul and all of his homies. We told you he wasn't that guy. It's kind of funny to me how Chauncey Billups can be everything that Chris Paul wish he was. Ain't that sad? I'm just saying, in the big moments, showed up and made the plays. Chris Paul, his whole career has not showed up and he hasn't made plays. He's not that guy. He's an all-time great point guard, but he ain't better than a lot of people all time. When it's all said and done, guys like Harden and Russ if he don't win no champ, they gonna be better all the time. Period. And I don't know what to say, man. It's just embarrassing to get drilled by 45 points on your home court in a game 7, bro. Like, I don't even know how they can allow that to happen. Devin Booker, you play like trash. What happened to you? You play like utter garbage. The whole team, throw them away, blow it up, and leave Chris Paul and D Book to sit in a circle and look at that game all day. It's just embarrassing, man. But after Luka, what game? I think it was game 4. After he won that game, I was like, Phoenix in trouble. And then he went and won. The game 6 game, and I'm like, yeah, it's a wrap. So I'm still surprised though. It's very, very surprising. All the credit got to go to Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson, man.
For sure.
This is another reason why I've been watching the Mavericks, because Brunson's a name they're talking about the Pistons for free agency, but I like what he's able to do, but I don't think the Mavericks are going to let him go. I think they'll bring him back. I think they like him and Dinwiddie pairing. Each his own. CA3, man, what about you, man? What's your thoughts about that series?
I mean, it's kind of crazy. It really shows. It really showed. Luka's greatness and his elevation to being an all-time great, because that's an all-time. These are all-time great players do. They elevate their team regardless of the circumstances, and that's what he did. If you look at that Mavs roster, that roster has a first round exit written all over that roster the way it's built. It was the team was in the 4 to 5, 6 range in the West all year. And coming in, everyone thought there was a first round exit, rightfully so. I mean, look at the way the team's built. It's got one great player. You just got a bunch of really, really solid players, around. But that's not, that's usually a first round exit though in most cases. But Luka, he showed his value and got him to the Western Conference Finals. That's an impressive accomplishment. But it also shows you, just how defense can win you games, man. Like, the way the Mavs locked in on defense was insane. They, especially down the stretch, they really locked the Suns down. And that was the difference in the series when they started locking the Suns down. I guess this series also just showed you that, maybe CP3 fooled you guys, and in a few prior years, but CP3 is what he is, bro. He's a great player, but he just crumbles up in the postseason a lot of time. I mean, that's
CP3 ain't no different than none of these other guys they be bashing.
That is what it is, man. We just gotta be real at this point, man. He's not a top 5 point guard. Please stop making him a top 5 point guard. He's not a top 5 point guard. Please stop now. He's a great player, like I said, but he just comes up in the postseason. It just is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can say at this point, man.
Like, it's always an excuse, and it's just like he's the point guard. I was like, look, man, this is what Chris Paul did. Chris Paul in the NBA was basically Aaron Rodgers without a ring. Literally. Because think about it. What's Aaron Rodgers without his ring? A historical playoff choker. Oh, he plays so pretty. He throws it like this. He elevates everyone. He carries the trash teams. He leads us to the promised land. Just like Chris Paul. Oh, he carried trash OKC. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. And what happens at the end of the day? They don't win. They don't win, and they don't make the plays to win. Hey, every player is not going to win a championship. Like I said, us, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Chris Paul fans just going to have to find a bus because we ain't going to win no chip, y'all. It's all good, bro. Just accept it, bro. Just accept it. Or you could just keep watching them fail. I mean, it is what it is. But Phoenix is definitely not going to make it back. The Clippers are coming back with a vengeance, and I don't think the Lakers are done. So, and Jamal Murray's coming back, so they're not gonna be back. So I don't think Chris Paul is ever going to be in that position again that he was these last 2 years. So it might be over for the guy unless he goes team up with LeBron or do some Jason Kidd type stuff when he wanted to chill with Dirk Nowitzki. But as a second or even third best player on your team, it's just not gonna happen, man. It's just not gonna happen. And
What do you
all
think the
time
Lakers?
great, bro. He might be top 5 though. I don't know,
I
you going in?
can't.
He ain't top. I mean, unless you put
I,
my
he,
boy
he
over
might
him.
he might be at like I can't put him above.
Who you can't put?
I can't put him above Stockton, bro. I can't do it.
Oh, you can't put him above John Stockton.
Nope. Can't do it.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that either.
Just can't do it.
Well, who's your top 5? That's the real question.
It's definitely they're definitely Magic. You definitely gotta put Steph over him. Definitely gotta put IT over him. Definitely gotta put Stockton over him. I don't know if you can if I can put him above Jason Kidd. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's
Man,
like not
I
top
ain't put him
10.
above Brody either, nigga. Stop
Who?
playing, bro.
Who you say?
Brody.
Yeah, I mean, it's a debate. But
It ain't no
you can't
debate.
make an
Triple
argument.
double guy. Russ has history of busting his ass in the playoffs. That's a fact. I know Chris Paul fans mad, but that's a fact. That's a fact. But anyway, I know. I'm Steve.
Oh
Nash.
no, I forgot about Oscar Robertson. Yeah, he's definitely not top 5. He's
Oscar
not
Robertson. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Oscar Robertson.
Yeah. I forgot that. Yeah, he's definitely not top 5 after that.
Yeah, we gotta, yeah, man. And like when we talk about, we gonna move on, Drew. But when we talk about Jason Kidd, like when he led those teams to the finals, like even though he wasn't the best scorer on those teams, he was the best player on those teams.
Yep.
Like clear, he was the best player. He led them to the finals a couple times. Chris Paul ain't never done it like as the best player. Like last year, he wasn't the best player on that team. Ain't no stop, Devin. Go look at the all-time stats. Where's the MVP at? He don't even got no MVP, bro. Stop talking to me about that man.
And Jason Kidd was an amazing defender too. On top of
Right,
that,
that's what I'm saying.
You know.
Like Chris Paul has never, for one season, been like the best player in the NBA. That's what MVP means. That's what all the other accolades means, or the scoring title maybe. But and it is what it is. But we gonna move on, man. We gonna leave CP3 alone.
Has he ever been considered like the best point guard in the league?
Absolutely, plenty of times.
Oh yeah, yes. We're not gonna do him like that. But he has.
I'm just trying to.
No,
think,
but it was
like,
always a
I'm just trying to
debate.
go
But
back.
no, they called him. Yeah, they've been calling him. Yeah.
No, I mean,
It was him and Darren. It was him and Darren Williams. A lot of people thought Darren Williams was better at that time. Darren Williams was
then
super
D Rose
tough.
came out.
And I was just about to say, and then D Rose popped up, and then he faded back out. So it's kind of like,
when he came out, like,
and then
AI was
after
still
that
moving.
happened, Steph came like 2 years later. But no, it was years where he was definitely the best point guard.
New Orleans Chris Paul was a problem. I can't. I'm not even gonna hold that against him. New Orleans Chris Paul was a problem, bro. We're not gonna do that. But I just think, like I said, he's a great player, but he shrivels up when he's needed.
He's just not that guy, bro. He's not that guy. It's all good.
And that's what he'll be known as. I mean, he's still a first ballot Hall of Fame, but that's what he would be known as when his career's over. But
hey, you know what we and CP3 have in common?
We don't got no rings.
Okay, besides that, we're about to watch these two matchups, both on the couch. Ooh.
Damn.
Sorry, Devin. I had to get one in. Everyone's getting their punches, and I had to get one in.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll start in the West since we were just talking about Luka. But here we go, man. Final 4 teams are left. Western Conference matchup. Golden State Warriors. Dallas Mavericks. Curry versus Luka. This is going to be a fun one to watch because I'm not really sold on Golden State. Like, they don't look like the same Golden State to me they did when, Curry was MVP and all this stuff. I feel like they're talking a lot more trash than they're actually playing. Just going back to the last Memphis series, you got a chance to close it out with no Ja Morant and get blown out by 50. That's unacceptable. You know what's going to happen if they show that kind of effort against Luka? you're going to get blown out by 60 in the conference finals. That will not be a fun little check mark on your resume there. I mean, you already blew a 3-1 lead. I mean, how many more times do you guys want to blow something in the playoffs? I'm just saying. It's not helping their legacy. So if I'm Golden State, you got to take this very seriously. The problem with it is Dallas matches up with them pretty well. Dallas likes to play small ball. I was just talking about like they like to play Brunson and Dinwiddie and Luka. Like that's their 3-guard rotation. They all play at the same time. Bullock will play the 4, and Finney Smith will play the 5 at sometimes. Like that's how small they'll go. So they can guard Golden State. They can attack Golden State. I think this is going to be a great series. I don't know if Dallas is going to have enough to pull it out, but it's at least going 6 or 7. So CA3, we'll start with you, man. What's your expectations for the series, and who's going to win it in X amount of games?
I mean, I agree with you. I expect to go 6 or 7. The Warriors, they've been together. That core's been together for. They might be one of the longest running cores we've ever seen. And that can't be dismissed, and that's going to be really key in the series. But still, they're still not the same players that they were a few years ago. And when they started together, I mean, they're getting older. Steph is 34 years old. Clay's only been playing 3 months after not playing basketball for 2 years, and Draymond's getting a bit older. But I still expect them to win this series. But it's going to be a tough series. We saw Memphis give them problems. With guys like Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane chasing them around. And that's and it definitely affected Curry and Clay's game in some games. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs do the same thing with how they play. How they can chase you around with Finney Smith, guys like Finney Smith and guys like Reggie Bullock. They can chase you around too, and that can be problems. I think eventually, the Warriors' experience will edge them out in the series. But I think the Warriors will eventually win in 6. But I think it can be a tough series. If you can get if Luka can get going. It's tough to stop Luka. I mean, you got Andrew Wiggins. You got maybe Draymond you can put on him, but it's still going to be tough. I think the Warriors have been there, done that. That they've seen players, like Luka that can take over games like that. When you look at how they face LeBron and guys like Harden when he's on, but at the same time. It's definitely going to be a tough series, because I think just the way that the Mavs play, they space you out, and they got guys that can chase you around, and it may make it tough for the Warriors, but I think the Warriors will edge them out just with their experience.
Well, real quick, draft lottery is about to start, so we're still going to be talking in this conversation because we got this, and then we're going to talk the lottery. So, J-Mo, I'm going to let you go ahead real quick and do your prediction for the series, and we'll get ready for the lottery.
I definitely think the Warriors are gonna win, but I'm gonna say Mavericks in 7 just because I don't care. All I'm gonna say is Luka, man. All I'm gonna say to the Warriors is don't play with that boy. He's not like the rest of these dudes out here, man. Luka will go for the juggler and kill you if you let him. And we just gonna see. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop him, to be honest with you. And over 7 games, maybe some things happened in that series, but we already know what Golden State is about. It's Golden State. It's nothing else to really say. But I'm gonna just ride with Luka, man. I think he gonna do something special.
That's what I'm talking about. I was thinking about that too. When Dallas won that series, I was like, damn, Golden State, that's gonna be a tough matchup. But I was like, who's Golden State gonna put on Luka? I'm like, well, it's obviously not Curry. Curry doesn't guard anybody. I'm like, if they put Clay on him,
put Draymond and
I'm like, if they put
whoever on him, but it's not
going to
matter.
Put Clay on him, it'll be interesting. But
man, we saw Luka cook Prime Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Can't nobody guard that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm not scared of Draymond Green. I think he's an overrated defensive player. Like he's not bad. He's not bad.
Yeah, we're not doing that, bro. But keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hold up now.
We're not doing that, but keep going, bro.
You saw what Draymond did to Jokic, bro.
Bro, he talks like he's Dennis Rodman, bro.
Yeah,
He
did you
ain't
see?
Dennis Rodman, bro. Come on, that's not.
Yeah, did you see what he did? Like, Draymond like that, bro.
No, you just gotta watch Draymond to understand.
Draymond is like that. Like how Rudy Gobert be
Like
talking. That's how
like
Draymond is
Draymond.
actually like. Draymond like that.
Like Draymond talks a lot, but he's really valuable to a basketball team. The way he he just kind of takes control on both sides of the ball.
Nah, Draymond is really like that, bro.
He
Especially
ain't about to do that to Luka
in the
though.
playoffs. No, I mean Luka too big. See, that's the thing about Luka. Like, you can't really play good defense on him because if you're smaller, he'll just try to overpower you and make the shot. If you're bigger, he'll go around you, and if you're good on the perimeter, he'll take a contested step back in his face, and you just have to make a miss. But sometimes he's making those step backs, and then once he starts making those, now the court is spread out. Now he can start dishing the ball. Now Jalen Brunson and everybody else getting going. So it's really about making Luka shoot all of them tough step backs and miss. But that boy supercharged, man. He ain't alone, man. Spencer Dinwiddie, Brunson, all these little guys, they gonna have some games too now. So I don't think they beating the Warriors, but I'm gonna just pick the Mavericks. I don't mind being wrong. Yeah, I'm just pick the Mavericks.
Dude, there's something special going on here. I mean, just like the way Dirk's presence, this is giving me like classic Dirk vibes where he beat Miami by himself for the most part. Just he went on an unbelievable
he beat
run.
Miami by himself.
No, but he had a lot
Miami
of clutch
had
shots.
what? They had
No. Hold on. You're taking that out of context.
I was about to say, come on, bro. Miami had some of
That's
the best role players.
They had like Jason Kidd and
Jason Terry, JJ Barea, Tyson Chandler, Sean
Then they have
Marion.
Sean Marion. Yeah, Sean Marion.
Boy, Jason Kidd, they were tearing them boys up, dog. I was like, people focus on LeBron, but they was tearing that whole team up, bro. And then Dirk on top of that, busting their ass.
Bro, Jason Terry played unbelievable that series, bro. Let's be real here now.
Yeah, Jason Terry was embarrassing LeBron and everybody else too. It wasn't just Bron. He was embarrassing everybody.
I think Jason Terry averaged like 18 that series, bro. He played unbelievable.
Bro, that boy was balling, dog.
Well, let's go ahead and shift gears to the draft lottery. Obviously, this is a very big few minutes here for the Detroit Pistons. We got a 14% chance of getting the first overall pick. I believe our total percentage to staying in the top 4 is about 40%, but we do have about a 50% chance of going to like 6 or something like that. I don't think that math adds up the right way because I don't think those are real statistics, but it's something similar to that. Yeah, man, this is going to be interesting, man. If we get the first overall pick, we got another great person to pair with Cade. If we fall 2, 3, 4, hey, that's still a top 4 pick. If you fall to 6,
we gotta talk about this. Who we want them to pick.
We just need to land top 3, bro. I'll take any of those top 3 guys, bro.
So this is something. I mean, we haven't done a show, fellas. I don't even know who you guys want. So, JMO, who do you want?
Well, who I want and who I think we should get is 2 different things. What's good, my man Hitman? What's good, Hitman? Shout out to him. What's good, Bravo? Like, I want Chet or Jaden Ivey. You already know that. But I think we should take Paolo only because I thought about it. And I just feel like 5-6 years from now, who's going to be the best player ceiling-wise? And it's ceiling-wise, it's Chet and Paolo. Paolo has a lot of things that I don't like. I don't really like him like that. Don't mean he ain't going to be amazing. I just don't like him. But when I look at how big he is, by the time he's in year 5, year 6, he's just going to have a full offensive bag, and he's going to be 6'10". He's going to be damn near unstoppable for real. Unless he falls off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be very, 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 very hard to stop 5 years from now. Like, just honestly, just very, very talented. And same thing with Chet, bro. Chet going to be Jokic part 2 with defense. So that's what I'm looking at. And then I just think about Cade. And I'm thinking about the future. Cade wants us to draft Paolo, so that's what I'm doing. Even though I wouldn't personally do it, if we draft Paolo and he turns out to be amazing, when contract talks come up and things like that, those are things that Cade's gonna think about. And Cade loves Paolo. He's so big. People don't realize how big he is and stuff like that. And you don't realize how big of a player he is and stuff like that. And he loves Paulo, bro. So just take him. It ain't like I mean, I'm a person that, like most people, I can take my personal feelings out of something and look at something objectively. And at the end of the day, he does. I mean, we do have a lot of fours, but he can still fit on the team. K want him, just take him. You know what I'm saying? I would take Jaden Ivey and Chet though, because I know they like, especially Chet. Man, y'all sleeping on that boy. 3 years from now, he gonna be better than every player in this draft. But that's probably what I would do personally. But because when I look at Ivy and Chet and Jabari, I'm just looking about who game fits the most well with Cade, and the people game who fit the best with Cade is Jabari and Paolo. And since Cade won't Paolo, I would just take Paolo.
CA3, man. Who's the top guy in your list?
My top guy on my list is I want Jabari Smith. I just think he does need to work on some things. Like I think he needs to work on his moves. I think sometimes he kind of limits himself. He kind of just has that little one fadeaway, or or he'll go to his jump shot. But I think but you can't teach some of the stuff that he already has. Like he can really shoot the ball already. He has the ability to switch. I've seen him play games where he's completely disrupted the team's offense just because he can switch on guards so well and take guards completely out of the game just because of his ability to switch. But I also wouldn't mind having Paulo. Like J-Mo, I don't love Paulo the most. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just don't like his personality. And I just sometimes I feel like he kind of disappears from games sometimes. When I feel like when his shot's not falling, he just disappears from games. Like he just don't know where he's at sometimes. But the guy already has an NBA body, and the guy he has a true. I think he has the most polished offensive game right now. Out of those three prospects, he can take you off the dribble. He can work on a 3-point shot a bit more, but but from what he already has, he has NBA body, and I think he has the most polished offensive game right now. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind having, Chet. I mean, I see the potential. I have my questions about him, but I still see the potential there, as a prospect. But I also wouldn't mind having a guy like Shaden Sharp that to me, Shaden Sharp has, bro. You look at his offensive game, he's just smooth, man. He really has game.
Did you see that Pro Day video?
What Pro Day video?
From Shaden Sharp.
Oh no,
He just dropped.
What happened?
No, he got to work on his handle. That boy's stiff.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jaden Ivey too. I love Jaden Ivey for a long time. That he's just a great athlete. And he's worked, and you can tell he's been working on his game. Because on his improvement, from his shot from his freshman season to his sophomore season was very impressive. And if you keep up that his 3-point shot the way he did this college season, I think he'll be a problem in the league.
Yeah, it's just. I just have a very weird feeling. As much as because I really Paulo's the one I like the least. Everybody knows that. If you don't, now you know. But I just got a weird feeling like 4 or 5 years from now, he's literally gonna be unstoppable. You're not gonna be able to stop him. That's really what I feel. Like he's like he's not gonna be able to be stopped. Huh?
I mean, I don't really like him either, but I can't deny that he has a game.
The boy's 6'10", 250 pounds, bro. Like that's
With
just
that,
you know what I'm saying. Like if you can go
that
with
kind of
that,
offensive
that
game
dude is a superstar, and they're like, this is coming from me. I know I don't like the guy, but that's what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the future a little bit because I'm not looking at it right now. And Paulo definitely can contribute right now because he has an NBA body.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
And you're tripping on Kofi Coburn too, man. He's not a. I don't.
You
think
said Paulo can be a light skinned Jeremy Grant. He way bigger than Jeremy Grant, though. He's 6'10", 250. That boy is LeBron. He's as big as LeBron, bro.
You're tripping on Kofi Coburn, bro. I don't even think. I think Kofi Coburn is returning this season anyway for college, bro.
Oh,
he's a great college player, but I don't think his his skill set necessarily transfers to the NBA as much as you think it does.
Is there a name out there you guys really don't want to draft, or is everyone just kind of on the same floor?
I'd be mad if we ended up with Jalen Duran, but I won't say I wouldn't want to draft him.
I like Jalen Duran, but
I really want Shadion Sharp if we don't get none of those other players. Even though he's gonna have to work on that handle.
Shannon Sharp. I mean, you gotta realize that Shannon Sharp, he's coming straight out of high school, bro. Like,
I mean, yes, he's
got a lot of growth to do. Like he can.
Yeah, but see,
he's got a lot of growth to do. Yeah.
No, you saw that vertical, bro? Like, come on.
No, I'm saying you're. I mean, although he may not be finished, but he still has a lot of. Like, he still has a long way to like go. Like, he's already this good. And
So what you saying? He gonna be playing in the G League and not on our roster?
No, I'm saying he's already this good, but he can go even more just because of how young he is. That's what I'm saying.
Is he 18 or 19?
I think let me check. I think he's 18 right now. Yeah. He's 18 right now. He's turning 19 in May 30th. Yeah.
Well, they are introducing all the representatives.
Well, he came straight out of high school, but he was with Kentucky though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with Kentucky, but he never played. But yeah,
I know he never played, but like,
yeah,
okay.
He just practiced with him, I think.
No, I'm with Bravo. If you traded back and got Shadion Sharp, I probably wouldn't even trip.
No, he's a problem, bro. I can't.
Nah, you sleeping on Chat here, man. That boy Chat gonna be better than all these guys.
I mean, I just didn't like how I don't know. I just feel like Chet could look better in some of his big time and some of the big time games I saw, but you know.
I don't give a damn about college basketball.
I still think
I really don't.
He's a great prospect. Just gotta.
Yeah, I really don't. Not no more. Because it's no barometer on how good a player is gonna be.
Damn, they just like brushed over Rip.
Yeah, you don't want King and Murray? Okay. All right. King Murray's a problem, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro.
Dude, I made a draft video on him, and everyone dogs me on him. And I was like, I like this kid.
I was about to say, why don't they? Keegan Murray is good.
If you watch basketball, then he's a problem, bro.
Like, everyone's like, you're wasting your time even talking about this guy. I'm like, well, I don't think we're watching the same thing here.
Have you seen him shoot the basketball? Like a 6'8" dude that can shoot the basketball like that, bro, and take you out the dribble. Like, this dude's 6'9". He's a 6'9" forward, bro. Can shoot the basketball like that and can take you out the dribble like that, bro.
He could end up being a top 3 player in the draft, bro.
You can't teach that for real. No, King Murray is really good.
Alrighty, here we go. Lottery is underway. We don't have to worry until we get to like 7, I think. Cleveland got number 14. They got enough top picks already.
Damn, he averaged 24 points a game. Yeah, I might want him.
Nah, bro, you got
Charlotte goes to 13.
24 points. That boy a bucket.
He is a bucket for real.
6'8", 225. Yeah, trade back. Go ahead, trade back.
One of OKC's pick went to 12.
They Robinson.
The Knicks to 11. Hey, that was taped. That looked rigged.
Baby Brown is paid.
Wizards got 10.
Pelicans got 8. Yeah. Interesting.
He is as big as LeBron, man. 6'10", 250. That's as big as LeBron. Rookie.
Spurs got 9. Damn, man. They got some weird draft picks the last couple of years. Like, they can't get a good one.
Hey, Spurs might get Keegan Murray.
Pelicans got 8. That's a Lakers pick they got.
It's just
Blazers got 7.
Johnny Davis to the Spurs.
Sacramento moves up to the top 4. Damn.
Dirty. No. I'm sorry, man. No.
Oh, come on, bro. Not Rip. All right, so we're top 5. Top 5. 6 goes to the Pacers. So we got a top 5 pick.
No, bro. Whatever, man. This is all good.
We fell to 5. The 5th pick is ours.
Hey, Keegan Murray, Shady and Sharp. I'm happy.
Hey, I bet we don't keep that pick. I bet we trade it.
For what?
I bet we package it with Jeremy Grant.
I'll be pissed. I want Keegan Murray. I want Keegan Murray or Sharp. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, I'm not even mad because
I'm not mad at all.
We got our
Like,
first
we have
overall
Cade
pick last year.
Cunningham.
That's what I was supposed to say. We
have Cade Cunningham.
I wipe my ass with this draft, bro. Like none of these guys are even at the top to what Cade has done. So like I didn't even care about this, to be honest with you. But I mean, hey, top 5 is still pretty good, bro.
Yeah, like I'm about to say, you're talking about that no Paolo, no Chet, no Jabari. So you're talking about Jaden Ivey, Keegan Murray, Shady Sharp, Johnny Davis.
No, Chet not falling to 5, bro.
No. Like I said, they top 3. Chet,
Hey,
Jabari,
hold on. Before you just say he's not
you're talking
falling,
about all those guys. All those guys are very good.
Before you say he's not falling, Sacramento just moved up to the top 4. They're about to make a mistake. So whoever they don't take is who we're gonna take. I guarantee it.
I mean, those top 3 are solidified though.
Yeah.
I mean, they may not be drafted in particular that we think they are, but those 3 players are on top 3.
Yeah, I'm taking Shady Sharp or Keegan Murray, bro. Straight up. Like that's what I'm doing.
I
don't got no problem. I really like shit. Once I saw that he had a bigger vertical than Michael Jordan, I was like, oh yeah, I want that dude. I'm like, yeah, he's 6'6", vertical higher than Michael Jordan's. Yeah, I'll take that guy. I don't got no problem with and Keegan Murray is amazing. So.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Bravo, bro. Why are you mad?
Johnny Davis is good too.
I'm pissed because why did they drop us too far? They keep killing us two spots down. Why? That's not appropriate in my opinion.
All right, man.
Man, NBA is full of shit, man. They should at least given us the 4th pick at least. Give us a chance to take one of those top 4 players. I'm mad, to be honest, because I didn't think we're going to fall to 5 or 6. No way at that. I thought we were going to maybe at least 4, maybe 3. But 5 is too far. I don't think we're going to get any of those good players. No way. Paolo's gone. Jabari's gone. Chet is probably going to be gone. He's going to probably drop to 33 or 4. Ivy, we're not even going to get Ivy. I doubt it.
I wouldn't rule that out of the equation. If possible.
It's possible.
Our best luck if we get Murray or Sharp. And if right now I'm just
we're gonna get Ivy, Murray, or Sharp. Literally, we're just gonna get Sharp. I'm fine with either one of them.
We're not gonna get Ivy. I doubt Ivy. So who's in top 4 right now?
I like Sharp. I love Ivy. He's 6'6", bro.
So hold on. Who's in the top 4? Who's in top 4 right now? Sacramento. Who else?
Sacramento.
It's on commercial right now.
So Orlando.
Oh no. I don't think we know who I don't know.
No, it's Orlando. Orlando, Sacramento. Who else? Houston.
And Shady Sharp kind of seemed like a Piston type player too.
Who else? Which team jumped into the top 4 besides Sacramento?
Who do we list? We got Kings, the Rockets, the Magic.
So I want to ask about this because I don't think Sacramento was going to draft a point guard. I don't think Orlando needs a point guard either, so we can get Ivy.
Yeah, because Orlando. I was just talking to my cousin yesterday. I was talking about Orlando. They need to trade Cole Anthony because they got Suggs and R.J. Hampton and Markelle Fultz, and Franz Wagner can play point guard. You don't really need Cole Anthony.
So it's Houston.
So they definitely not getting a point guard.
Orlando's the other one. Houston, Orlando, Sacramento, Houston.
So what's the pick in order?
We don't know yet. That's what we're just waiting on.
Oh
man, they're full of shit, man.
Houston not gonna take a point guard. Houston is gonna take Paolo.
Houston. So who's left? Just tell me. Sacramento.
Houston's
gonna take Chet.
Oh, what about OKC?
Okay, Houston's gonna take Chet.
All right, here we go. Top 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Orlando
got 4.
Ari is probably gonna go to Orlando.
Orlando, yeah.
Houston got 3. Damn, OKC got 2.
OKC got 2. They gonna take Paolo.
No, they're
Orlando got
foolish.
number 1. Ain't that
They awarded
big?
Orlando Disney.
Who are they gonna take though?
So who has the
Jabari.
4? Sacramento?
They gonna
Fourth-
take Jabari
fourth.
Smith.
Yeah, Sacramento's got 4. Bravo.
So that's good because you know why? Because Orlando is not going to pick a point guard. They're going to pick Paolo
Jabari.
or you can see them picking. I don't think they pick. They're going to pick Paolo.
They're gonna take Jabari Smith.
Yeah. I forgot about Jabari. And OKC, that's the problem. OKC
Because
is going to pick the point guard.
like the Orlando, like I said, I was just talking about their team yesterday. They have too many bigs. You have 6'10" Franz Wagner, 6'11" Mo Wagner, Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter. They got another center that I'm not thinking of. They not trying to get no more centers. I only said Jabari Smith because he can shoot, so they can use him. But they're not going to take a point guard. So you're not taking Chet, you're not taking Ivy, and they can take Paolo. But what for? He don't shoot. They got Franz. Like I think they're gonna take Jabari Smith. OKC is gonna take Paolo, most likely, or they might
And
take
Houston.
Chet.
Houston's
They got
3.
Pokuševski, little trash stuff, so they're not gonna take Chet. They'll take Paolo, and then Chet will go like Drew said to Houston. Who got number 4?
Sacramento.
The Kings.
So that's really good. You know, think about it.
Yeah,
Houston-
the Kings are not gonna take Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
They just got rid of
Why you say that?
because they got rid of Tyrese Halliburton for Davion Mitchell. So why would you go? Why would you go get another guard when you just got rid of a guard, and they just added DiVincenzo and stuff? I don't think they take Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
I think they
So-
they probably take Keegan Murray because Keegan Murray fits the best with their team. They probably take Keegan Murray. That's what they probably take.
Who? Which team?
Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento might take Sharp.
Or they might take Shady on. Also,
They may take Sharp. Yeah. Man, I think Ivy is
yeah,
going to
but
fall.
it's not. I don't think it's gonna be Ivy though.
I think Ivy could fall to us.
I would love it if he fell to
Man,
us.
I
Like I told you, Ivy is the one player I know is gonna be good no matter what.
Yes.
He gonna
exactly.
him, and I even say Paulo as much as I don't like him. Paulo just has too much talent to not be good.
No, Ivy.
So-
No, J-Mo.
Ivy and Paulo is
going
gonna be a problem. Ivy gonna be good for sure. You can book that.
Paolo's
So-
going top 3, in my opinion. He's
So-
not falling beyond top 3.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
think.
It's not bad.
I'm satisfied with either Sharp or Ivy. I'll take either one.
Yeah, I don't got a problem.
Yeah, I would take Ivy or Sharp. That's fine. But I don't want to take Mathurin or whatever his name is. Or I don't like either. I'm not even a fan of Murray, to be honest. It's just a shooter. You don't need a shooter?
He's not just a shooter.
I don't. Is he like
What
reminds
was
me of
Sadiq
Halliburton?
What was Sadiq Bey in college?
He's like Halliburton, man. Murray.
No, he's actually a really good defender too.
And I'm gonna say,
He's
like,
like
you gotta look at what Sadiq was in college.
rebounds.
He wasn't much in college. Keegan Murray is Sadiq on steroids.
He can switch on defense, guard the guards.
He averaged 24 points a game. That means he's gonna be able to score.
Man, Tankathon's quick though, so
Hey.
they already have a mock draft going. So they got Chet going number 1 to Orlando.
Hell no. They're not gonna take Chet.
They got-
You just heard all the centers I just told you they have.
Yep, you did. That was right there for every 5 hole.
All those centers mentioned can go though. I can't lie.
They're gonna take
They
Jabari
can,
Smith.
they can all go. I mean,
They
I'm
got
just
Jabari
saying.
Smith going 2 to OKC.
I'm just saying that if I'm Orlando, I don't care that we got all those centers. They can all go. They can all get out of here. Man.
So you saying you would still take Chet?
I'm not saying I would take Chet. I mean, I like Jabari better anyway as a prospect. But I'm saying I wouldn't let having those bump centers on my roster stop me from taking Chet if I want to take Chet. I'm just saying.
I still don't think they taking no Chet, bro. I heard everything you just said. They ain't taking Chet, bro.
I hope they take Paulo. They
Who?
can't. Orlando. They can't let Paulo go to Houston. We can't let Jalen Green get Cade's draft pick, bro.
I
I don't think they need Chet. You're right. They need Jabari or Paolo.
Yeah.
But see, like, if I'm Orlando though, it's just like I'm
If
looking
I'm
at
Orlando,
this,
I'm
I'm like,
taking Jabari, bro.
I'm looking at these, but like that's like the only pick that makes sense because like none of these other guys fit
Right, that's what I
or
was
make
saying.
you better. Like none of these guys you're going to build around, really.
So think about it. Tankathon has Sacramento drafting Ivy. Why would they need Ivy? They have drafted the great point guard last year, and they have their own point guard, the main point guard. They need a couple of point guards. They don't need a third point guard.
Who?
Do they need Ivy?
Ivy's not. I mean, I wouldn't call Ivy a point guard. He's a shooting guard, but you know, I
They
can see
just
it
got rid
happening.
of Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. So the thing
Like,
is, I
there's
hate
no
the
way you can
Sacramento
get me
Kings.
to believe they're gonna take another guard, bro.
Man, the Sacramento Kings always screw ahead of us. They always get ahead of us.
I wouldn't be surprised because a year when we took David Mitchell, we thought there was no way in hell the Kings were going to draft another guard. They're due for stupid things. Let's be real
Man,
now.
if they grab Jaden Ivey, I'm gonna be pissed.
What was the logic of them guarding Davion of them drafting Davion Mitchell the year they drafted him?
No, it was no logic.
behind that? Exactly, my point. My point. So I wouldn't put anything past the Kings if I were you guys. I'm just saying.
You know,
Yeah,
who do they need?
Hitman says if we take Ivy, that means saving league on and Killian on the bench. Well, that was my plan.
So
until Killian can grow into a starting point guard, just have him be our backup point guard. I don't see nothing wrong with that, and I do think he'll grow. And Ivy is just a better player right now. Scorer.
Exactly. So
you start him when Ivy goes to the bench, you play Killian and let him run the show. Like that's
Killian's exactly why
he's gonna go out there and shut down everybody. When you need scoring, you throw Ivy out there, vice versa. And trust me, Killian is gonna get better every year, and he's gonna be able to do something about that too. But until now, this is what you run with, and I don't have no problem with it because it works.
So this is something I see a couple people in the comments asking, so I'm going to ask everyone here. Do you think, since we fell to 5, we were projected to have like a top 4 pick, is this something we still keep, or is this something now that we like not in the top 4? Is it something that we're more open to trading? Bravo, I'll start with you, man. Is this something that you want to keep, or are you more comfortable trading this pick?
Man, it's probably keep because we're rebuilding. We don't have any other options. No teams would want to give us one of their good players. So if you don't get a good player, why would you trade the pick? So I'm on the ball of drafting Sharp, who has the best potentials out of the small forward shooting guard players in the draft besides Ivy. So I think it's going to be us or Sacramento drafting Ivy or Shaden Sharp. I think they both need shooting guards. So that's what we're going to do. If you want to trade the pick, hey, fine. I trade this year's pick, next year's pick, and maybe the following, but you need to give me a good star player. If you give me like a good star young player, like if I have no idea who you want to bring in here to Detroit, if the Utah Jazz want to give up Donovan Mitchell, I throw everything on them. I just want to get Donovan Mitchell. To be honest, I don't care about the pick anymore because they just killed us right now, the draft and the pick.
CA3, man, what about you, man? Well, how do you feel since we're standing at 5 now? Do you keep the pick if you're the Pistons, or do you trade it?
You keep it. I mean, you're either going to get Jaden Ivey or Shaden Sharp. I mean, you can't go wrong with those two players, bro.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I agree.
I don't know about that.
Is Shaden Sharp is really living to the expectations everybody's hype around? He didn't even play. So that's my concern with Shaden Sharp.
Bravo is not a concern. For me, I'm going to tell you why. Because when I saw Zion, I knew he could play. When I saw Anthony Edwards at 18, I knew he could play. When I saw Michael Porter Jr. at 18, I knew he could play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Shaden Sharp is a problem. Off his athleticism alone, the man has a 45-inch vert. Like, bruh. Like,
he's like Jalen Green.
6'6". It's hard for a player like him to be a bad basketball player. It's just hard. He's just too talented. That's why he's coming out. That's why he's Bravo, you gotta think, how good does a guy have to be to not play and still be a top 5 lottery pick? Like, that's how good he is.
Okay, let me tell you something, guys. Of this draft, it means we gotta go after a good player like a DeAndre Ayton right now. I don't think we got.
Yeah, but I was about to say, I don't know if we keep this pick because Anthony Simons is available, and he's like the main point guard I want outside of Colin Sexton, and who's the other guy? Not D Mitch. It was some other guy.
You said Anthony Simons is available? What?
Yeah, Anthony Simons is a free agent, bro.
Oh, okay. I'll say okay.
So I'm thinking crazy. now that we have I'm thinking with Troy Weaver thing. Troy Weaver thinking, well, I'm gonna draft a rookie guard, or I could put somebody like Anthony Simons next to K for 10 to 17 million, somewhere in that range. I love Anthony. He's great. Oh yeah, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the other player that can be possibly traded for because of the rise of Josh Giddey and Pokashevsky and other guys like that. But I think Shea and Kate games are a little bit similar. But now that we're at 5, I'm with Bravo. I could see some DeAndre, Aiden, Anthony Simons, no Jeremy Grant type team. And I definitely think Anthony is on their radar. I mean, like, he is available. He's a very, very good young guard. And I probably would take him right now over these rookies, to be honest with you. But the rookies will
Didn't
be
he
cheaper.
go,
It just depends on how competitive he's trying to be and how soon he's trying to be competitive. But the Aiden thing, I'm not trying to overpay Aiden. He's not worth a max contract. I'm not trying to overpay.
Didn't Simmons go crazy for like a week or two when Damian first went down?
Yeah, but then he kept it up. I mean, he had a great season.
He did.
Yeah, he can do everything. So yeah, he's a beast. To be honest with you,
Nice.
He's a big guard.
I didn't really get to ask you, Jamie. Would you keep the pick or trade it?
It doesn't really matter. I don't think it really.
If I'm getting Anthony Simons, I'll probably get rid of it. And if I'm not, I'll probably keep it. Like, or if I'm trying to get Colin Sexton, or if I'm trying to get Shea or D. Mitch, it's like, what are you trying to get? Simon 17 points on 44 from the field, 40% from 3, 4 assists, 2.5 boards. Yeah, I'm taking him. Like that was, I'm definitely taking him, and because he's getting better every year. But I like Shadion Sharp. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. But
the potential of Shadion could be the best player in this draft, so I might just take him.
Do you see a scenario that Chet Holmgren, I don't know Holmgren. How do you pronounce it?
Chet Holmgren.
Holmgren. Do you see a scenario that Orlando, OKC, Houston, all of them passing on him? Because he's a risk liability for injury. I would be I'm glad I'm not top 2 because I would be really worried about drafting Holmgren at top 2. I would not be worried about drafting him like 5.
I can see it go. I mean, it's possible. I can see it go. Jabari Smith 1, 2 to OKC, Paolo. 2 to OKC, something crazy like an Ivy or a Shadion, and then Paolo goes to the Rockets, and then 4 for Shadion or Ivy, and then he falls. Because it's just, but like CA3 was saying, you pass up on Chet, you just dumb. That's how I feel. You can't let him fall.
I'm not even a big Chet fan, but you can't let him go out the top 3.
I think he might fall. You know what?
And if he fall, I'll be falling right to us.
I mean, the thing he's never had injury history, so you can't just assume he's gonna have injury.
That's the thing that I keep telling people. Like, why do people act like this boy is gotten hurt?
And like I said, I'm not even a Chet fan, but
he averaged 3 blocks.
You can't just assume he's gonna have injury history when he hasn't even had it yet. Like when you have no proof.
I read an article. He has a Marfan syndrome, which means that he has a liability to rupture tendons easily. So that's one of the articles I was reading about him. Okay. But I don't know if this is true. So it's just, it's too much.
Well, Paulo sweats like 30 pounds every game. So something wrong with all these players.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm happy we're not top 2 at least. I'm disappointed because we didn't really go to 3 or 4 at least. That's okay.
Yeah, we didn't really need the top 2. We needed 3 or 4.
Yeah, we needed 3 or 4.
That's really what we needed.
We need to get at least Paolo or Ivy.
Whether you like Chet or think he's going to be a bust or anything, that's cool. If you don't like him, you think he's trash, cool. But no, like, you just like, the man dribbled the basketball at 7 foot and then in transition and then stopped and popped for a 3. How many players in the world can do that at Chet's age? Average 3 blocks a game, that's going to translate 40% from 3. I could go on and on and on. But at the end of the day, when a player does that in college, you just have to draft him high because he's going to translate. Whether he's a very good starter or all-star or a superstar, at worst, he's going to be a very good starter, and that's why you draft him.
You know, the other good thing is Portland pick is still 7th. We have a pick, and we could trade Jeremy Grant for him. I don't know if that's worth the 7th pick. I don't see any good player there.
Who do you want? Like to me, we're not in draft pick mode anymore. Like we have all we need is a center and a guard. We have Sadiq Bays and we've picked up the Diallo. Like we picked up the guys that can be the core of our team. So I don't really think we need all of these draft picks and stuff. Like Killian and got better. We don't really need all these draft picks like that. We got Bagley now. You know what I'm saying? We have young players that they can be very good and elevate. Now we need more veterans. Like you might want to keep Jeremy Grant on the team just because he's a veteran, or you might want to get rid of him. But now's the time you go to try to build something. I'm
Now's the
not trying to
time
get
you
more
pull the
draft picks
trigger
in
on the
this
Blake
draft. Maybe
Griffin
next
trade.
draft where Victor Wembanyama. You remember him? Bravo. I've been talking about him since he was 16. Victor Wembanyama, #1 overall pick next year. The next
Oh, you,
unicorn
you,
go.
you, you talking about that? You talking about that big dude, that
Yep.
big Brazilian dude?
Yeah, man, we've been talking about him for years, bro. We literally been talking about him for years, and he's finally about to. He's been playing in the Euro League in France and dominating in the Euro League already, bro. So he's gonna be a problem. Now, if it's for a pick next year, I'll do it. But this, like, why? Who else do you want us to get? Like, we've been trash for a while. We done got our players, you know.
No, I agree. I agree with JMO. We're at the point now to end this rebuild. Now's the time you pull the trigger on the trades. Now's the time you
Yeah.
trade for that Blake Griffin style trade. Not that one now, obviously, but now our team is set up. Whereas Cade's the star, young face, coming into his second year. If you could pair him up with a vet who maybe isn't an all-star, but it's an all-star caliber, someone who's got some real experience, someone just a little bit better than Jeremy Grant, where that could be that 1-2 punch with him and Cade that can show Cade how to get to that next level. Where at the same time as when Cade's getting triple team, he can kick it over to this guy, and this guy's gonna go crazy, right? You're gonna do this not in the draft now. I mean, hey, 5's cool. I want Ivy. Ivy's been my guy from day one. I will be fine with Sharp. Hey, Pistons take the pick, cool. But if we can trade it and get an all-star player, I'm doing that too. We're going into free agency. Cap
Would
went up
you
another
trade it to
20,
get
30 million.
Colin
We're going to be
Sexton?
pretty. So what's in the package, though?
I'm just
What-
talking about in general. Would you want
Yeah.
Colin Sexton if we were giving up that pick?
Yes.
I don't think they need. I don't even think the Cavs need our pick either. So it doesn't make sense for them. They rather keep Sexton.
I mean, Darius Garland just said he was going to take less for Sexton to stay, so I don't think he's going anywhere. I just think Sexton is just like exactly. We need a dude that's just going to sit there and drop 30 and shoot very well. That's what Sexton does. He's a scoring machine that's very efficient.
I tell you what do we need right now in those draft
We
picks?
need a
outside?
scorer at the
We need
guard
a
position.
score. Exactly.
We need size. We lack size. We lack
Okay,
size.
I think we would love Shaden Sharp for a
Yes.
reason. He's an athletic dude. He's above the rim. He can shoot it. I have seen him, so he can. I don't think about his. He doesn't need to dribble too much, but he reminds me kind of like, I don't think he's close to, but Tyrese Maxey kind of hair. His tape like he's kind of Tyrese Maxey kind of hair, but I don't know if he shoots like him. So I take Shaden Sharp right now. I'll be super happy with him. If you tell me that Ivy or Chet fall into us, that would be a blessing. But I think Sharp would be the best choice for us because we need a guy like an athletic, like a Jalen Green kind of crazy player. Which I think the best potential to go crazy here in this draft, I'm hearing from a lot of people, is Shaden Sharp. Because you remember Darius Beasley, he was like very, very highly rated player in that draft, and Troy Weaver picked him for OKC, and he might do the same with Sharp. I can see it.
I think Shadion's gonna be way better than Baisley though.
Yeah, of course.
That boy got a 49-inch vertical. Like it's hard to not be good when you can jump that high. And you got skill.
Man, I'd love to see if we get Ivy.
Like he's
That would be
6'6",
crazy,
bro. Like that. Like you put him and Cade together, it's gonna be something that we ain't never seen before, bro.
Can we all agree that Ivy and Sharp are both better than Corey Joseph?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, of course.
Along with Killian and Saban Lee.
So there we go. This, even though we fell to 5, we've already made one improvement on the roster without spending very much money. So now
how about Murray?
We go into free agency with a cash book.
Man,
I like Murray.
I like Murray. That man's a scoring machine, bro. And he can
scores
rebound.
a lot of points.
Like he can score, he can shoot, he can rebound. Like he averaged 2 blocks a game. Look, blocks and rebounding always translate to the NBA. Always. Don't believe me? Go check it. So this man's giving you 2 blocks and 8, 9, 10 rebounds. That means he's gonna be good with 7 boards and probably a block on top of whatever he's scoring. 26 points a game in college. That means he at least gonna be giving you 15 rookie year. I like him. I like Keegan Murray.
Yeah. this prick might be a blessing, and this damnness we dropped, because if you think about it, Chet can be a big liability injury. I don't want a guy like him. Paolo, we heard about him. He might be a bust, and he got really good potentials too. I think he's probably the best player in the draft. Jabari Smith, he's very well known to his amazing shooting potentials. We're not gonna get a guy like him. We might be blessed to get Sharp, Ivy, or Murray, because they might be turning to the best player in the draft. Like, I have no idea if those top three will be the top rookie of the draft, because if you think about it, if you draft a guy like Murray and turn out to be the best player in the draft, I'll be so happy with it.
I don't know if Murray's gonna be the best player in the draft or not.
No, I don't think so, but he
Y'all need
might
to
be the
stop-
best
I
player.
love it. I see people in the chat talking about they don't like Murray. I'm just saying, y'all need to stop underestimating these players that can shoot. I'm telling you, man, that boy is blood. Come on, man. Averaging damn near 27 a game. That is not normal. I'm trying to tell y'all, that is not normal. Playing defense like that. Trust me.
40%.
That is not normal. Like, that boy is a bucket.
What
I
about
already know he's gonna be a bucket in the league. Unless
what
something
about
happens to him where he get injured. He a bucket and he play defense. Like, yes, he a bucket.
yeah? I think we need a guy like him. He's like a 6'8".
He's 6'8". Like, the man averaged 2 blocks. Like, I didn't even know he did that. That's impressive.
Yeah. I don't know if Weaver is gonna go Sharp or Murray.
It's another Austin Day. Austin Day averaged 27 a game in college, bro.
Well, do you want to hear what Troy Weaver's already said, Bravo?
What did he say?
So this is from Rod Beard.
What's somebody called Austin Day? That's crazy.
Yeah, they
On
tripping, bro.
Troy Weaver getting number 5 in their preparation. He says, if we had to pick tomorrow, I feel pretty comfortable that we'll pick someone we'd be happy with. So that's just saying they have no idea who the hell they're picking.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I saw Troy Weaver, bro.
Oh, no cap.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. I saw him. I didn't think it was him. We doubled back and it was him. He was over there on Jefferson jogging over there by the riverside. Like, I'm like, this man, I wanted to stop and be like, yo, I need you to get Anthony Simons real quick. But I let him just jog. He was on the phone, probably talking business. But Troy Weaver be out here jogging, dog.
He's already out there making that trade.
Do you know that before this draft, this lottery started, we had a higher chance of falling to 6 than 5? So I'm really happy we're at 5 at least.
Yeah.
We got a chance to pick ahead of Indiana Pacers at least. So, hey, Sharp, Murray, or Ivy. I think one of them is going to be to us. All of them mostly. Ivy.
I'll tell you this: if Troy Weaver draft Keegan Murray, then I know he's gonna be nice. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I'll tell you that because Troy Weaver he not gonna draft. Trust me. I tell y'all that.
Is he
Whoever
like
Troy Weaver draft, I'm gonna be on board with. So when he draft Jalen Duran, don't get upset, y'all.
Does Murray feels like a shooting guard? Plays like a guard, like a bay. Like
he's just like, to me, he's just a bucket, bro. Like, he's just a bucket, and he play defense. I don't really know what he is in this league yet. I'll have to see.
J-Mo, don't be surprised.
No, he's a 4 in this league.
But don't
At
be surprised if
he's
Sacramento goes for
physical.
Yeah, he'll be so it'd kind of be like a 4 on the perimeter and 1 guy in the paint, kind of a lineup is what he'll fit. So if you re-sign Marvin Bagley and he's going to be your starting center, or if we get Ayton and he's our starting center, your primary offense is going to be Cade and them in the pick and roll. Well, he's going to be this other option where it's going to incorporate the pick and pop, or he's really good in the top of the perimeter and in the corner. Those are his hot zones. The ball moves around. You can't double off Sadiq Bey. He shot up damn near 40%, and he's cash money. I think Keegan shot pretty close to 40%, and he shot them at a high clip too. Like, he shot a lot of them a game in college.
Yeah,
so if he came here, he would have a ton of opportunities for floor spacing to get a shot off. So there's not going to be a whole lot of pressure on him.
See, like what you telling me sound like Isaiah Livers.
No, it's not a good fit at all.
I was say he sounded like he play what Isaiah Livers is doing for us right now. I know he's better.
And that's kind of what I was thinking too, is even with like Ivy and Sharp, it's like if we get one of those guys and they're going to be starting, like I know they're going to be battle tested because in the offseason, I mean, you got Diallo, Sadiq Bey, Livers. I don't know what the hell we're doing with Frank Jackson. I'm sure we'll probably bring McGriddle back. All those guys in camp are going to be fighting for an opportunity. So I'm excited for the young guy we're going to draft because they're going to have to get thrown in the mix like right away.
So
I'm telling you, like, if Shady Sharp, if we got him and he panned out, you could run like the craziest small ball lineup. Like, it could be
Him and Diallo.
Killian, Cade, Shadion, Sadiq Bey, and like Ayton or something, or Bagley, because they can guard all of them positions. The shortest player is Killian, who can guard 1 through 3, bro. Sadiq Bey been guarding 4 since his rookie season. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a tough lineup, man. The NBA is changing a little bit more towards bigger point guards, but the ones that's talented are just really gonna shape the league. And if we can get him and he pans out, like, man, he's gonna be very, very good. And you put him with Cade, man, it's just magic can happen, man.
Do you see us drafting any of those outside of this Ivy, Sharp, Murray? Do you think?
Yeah, true teller. I said earlier that Keegan got to work on his handles.
Because I see some other good players like Mathurin, AJ Griffin. I'm not a fan of Griffin, to be honest, but he's a good defender, but he can't shoot much. Daniel.
Johnny Davis I would say I like him a lot.
I haven't seen his games. So I'm not following this draft much because it's not interesting much for me. I don't care really if we trade the pick, to be honest, because we need like really good players. If you ask me, trade this pick to Philadelphia, not Philadelphia. What's Indiana Pacers, and give me like one of their key players. Like I'll be happy with who do they have? Indiana Pacers.
Is Miles Turner under contract?
Yeah, I take Turner.
Get Miles Turner. If he's under contract, I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'll take Turner and Halliburton. Give me those.
Oh, I don't want no Halliburton. That's killing enemy, bro. Give me Miles Turner and Buddy Hield.
You know, Halliburton.
Go give me a shooter. Give me some shooters for K. K's need shooters. He needs shooters.
Yeah, Halliburton is a good player, man. He's a good player. He's gonna survive in this league for a while. I can see him.
Yeah, but not on the Pistons.
I don't know who they have besides Indiana roster.
I don't even know, man. They got a bunch of
because they need more picks. They have Jalen.
No, they got Buddy Hield. They got someone else from Sacramento too.
Malcolm Brogdon, he's a good player.
Oh, they got Brogdon.
Yeah,
I'll take Brogdon too.
Yeah, they do.
But he's a big contract, right?
I'll still take him. We got the money.
I think they
think
traded Karis LeVert to Cleveland too, didn't they? They didn't keep him, did they?
Indiana needs a lot of picks. They're desperate for picks. If you give them this pick and they give us Malcolm Brogdon or maybe Miles Turner, it might be a good deal.
Chris Duarte, they got Ricky Rubio, they got my boy Isaiah Jackson. Shout out to my boy Isaiah Jackson.
I mean, think about it. Chris Duarte is better than Sharp, Ivy, or Murray at this point, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had a good rookie season.
But if you give me like Brogdon and Duarte, which is I don't know if it's gonna.
Ain't no way in hell they gonna do that. They're not gonna give up Duarte.
No way to give up Duarte, bro.
Rip them apart, man. they need to get rid of.
Like I said, I'll take a Buddy Hield, I'll take a Turner, I'll take a Brogdon. All of them players are solid.
Oh, Brogdon is amazing, man. I love Brogdon.
I just say Buddy Hield because we need shooters. We don't got no shooters on our team right now.
Well, he's 29, Brogdon. He's gonna.
We got Sadiq Bey.
He's not a good shooter.
He's the best we got.
Like I said, we don't got no shooters. Like it ain't one pure shooter on the team. Now we know how those shooters usually look, and I ain't gonna say no name, but we don't have none of them Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, Luke Kennard type guys. Max Strus. Like we need shooters, bro. We got Cade. We need shooters.
Sadiq Bey's our best shooter, and he's just a shooter. So
yeah, man. Like if you look at his percentages and stuff, you know, like he's a scorer that can shoot very well, but like his percentages are just terrible. So
Frank Jackson was that guy last year,
but
he disappeared this year.
Like I'm saying, we need some shooters, bro. That's why I saw that package from Miami. A lot of people didn't want it with Duncan Robinson and Strus, and I'm like, y'all act like Jeremy Grant is so great. If you can give me 2 great shooters and a first-round pick in this draft, where did Miami pick, Drew?
Pick?
This year.
It'll depend on where they finish, if they go to the finals or not. But it's going to be towards
the
end.
No, they didn't post that shit.
For Miami?
Yeah.
Well, they're not, because they're still in the playoffs. Those teams won't know until they win the championship where they're picking.
Yeah.
So, because I'm trying to figure out, I think they had 2 picks though. That's why I asked that. Or they have somebody else's pick.
Who they trade with?
It wasn't a lottery pick.
No, I don't know. It wasn't a lottery pick, but I would just take that on top of those. They're like, I'm telling you, if this team don't get no shooters, it's gonna come back to bite us for real. Because can't nobody on the team shoot for real like that. This is a shooters league.
You
That's
know,
why
give
you would
me.
need a Jabari Smith or something like that.
I'm
Or
watching.
you gotta get
Hey,
what Kelly
maybe-
Olynyk is the best shooter on the
Maybe
team.
Keegan Murray ain't a bad option then.
Yeah, man. Keegan Murray is a good player, man. We should grid him. I think so.
I don't think so. I think you got to
No,
go.
no. I think he's a good player. Sharp is something you're drafting at 5. You don't know if he's going to be living up to the expectations or not. So
that dude's good, bro.
it's very good. I love him, but you don't know if he's going to be like he can't shoot. He might not be able to shoot.
No, he can shoot, man.
Yeah, I know he can shoot.
I'm not
Have you
saying
seen
this
his?
isn't important. The shooting isn't important, but I think we need to address the big man position first. We have to establish ourselves on the defensive side of the ball because I mean, if you look back at the games towards the end of the year, it went right back to how it was last year. Is that they were close games, and hell, we won a lot more of them than we thought we were going to for a good stretch there. But you look at the rest of them. If we would have played better defense through a stretch, we would have won the game. And a lot of it is just because Beef Stew's too small. Bagley, he was new. He was still trying to find a chemistry with the teammate. He wasn't really in position the right way. And Kelly Olynyk, he doesn't play defense at all. Let's not beat around the bush. So we have no big man present down low. We have no rim protection, nothing. Anyone could just drive by our guards and get an easy layup.
Yeah, that's
or
why
an and
Aiden
one.
is such a big topic right now. But
J-Mo, I
I
think
cannot.
know.
Oh man, we
I don't
pay
know if
over.
he's the
We
answer.
cannot overpay him.
I mean, I don't think there's anybody worth drafting in the top 5 that would actually help that though.
I'd be happy with the Miles Turner. To be honest, if you think about it,
because your best rim protector is not a top 5 talent.
Miles Turner would be a perfect fit.
yeah, Miles Turner would be good because Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, we've been wanting Miles Turner for a minute. So
Yeah, give them. Here's what we could do. We could do a pick swap with the Pacers if they want to, and they give us Turner, and we give them like
They get Grant.
Man,
I don't think we should give them.
I mean,
yeah, I was about to say
understand.
we giving them Grant.
I understand the Miles Turner fantasies, but I mean, but I don't want to do that. Can at least be on the court, man. He's never on the court.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want to be in Indiana. He wants to go somewhere else. I think whoever he goes, he's going to play for him.
And
At
I mean,
least
but
the first,
it's been like
the
that for
first
like
year
a
is
lot of
always
his career.
healthy.
It's been like that for a lot of his career though. Like
He been hurt a lot lately. I still take him.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
dude,
man.
Indiana needs our pick. Indiana needs more young players, and they'd be really happy to trade Miles Turner for our pick. But what do we get in return besides Turner? They need you give me something.
Obama, yeah, that's the guy I want.
Mo Bamba, he'd be
Go
solid.
get you Mo Bamba and Chris Boucher. That's what me and my cousin was talking about. Getting him and Chris Boucher and the draft pick and bolster up your Westbrook because Boucher is very nice off the bench. And he can protect the rim.
Damn, Turner's contract is $18 million for a couple of years. He's a decent, really trade. So if we give them our pick and we get Turner back, maybe we can just absorb Turner's contract.
We got to do something if we're thinking playoffs. Because if we're going into the playoffs, like we're gonna have to play Embiid. I mean, I don't know what the Harden situation is going to be, but right now I don't feel comfortable if Isaiah Stewart's guarding Embiid for a 7-game series. I don't feel comfortable if Beef Stew's getting torched by Bam in a 7-game series. It's like I'm not saying we have to get a guy that needs to start every game, but you look at like Boston a couple of years ago, it was like they'd switch their lineups, like when they had Al Horford the first get around, to who they're playing. We don't have that kind of versatility. We got nothing. So, I mean, if our goals for this offseason is to become a playoff team, not just a play-in team, but actually make the playoffs and want to make a run at it, we got to build up down low because we got nothing. I like Isaiah Stewart, but he might be a 4 that pairs up with a 5 because he's shown you to that stretch out the floor ability towards the end of the season. He started hitting some threes at a pretty high rate. If he can continue to develop that, he's got a spot on the team because he hustles and he will challenge shots. He's just too small. and he's not athletic like Ben Wallace was to contest the shots the same way. So it's something the Pistons, I think that's their top priority this offseason that they need to address.
Yeah, it's just the NBA reason it, right? Today they screwed us because I was banking that we're gonna get 3 or 4, and we get the best players out of those 3 or 4, and we continue rebuilding process. But now I don't know if Shaden Sharp or Murray will be if they be the best players we have, because we still need another good player besides Kate Cunningham in order to go compete. Because I don't think Killian, Stu, maybe Bay, but I don't think they can live up to the best second player on our team. So I don't think Bay is even a second best choice on a team. So we need another good time big player. Like, man, we need like a guy like a Booker.
That's why I wanted Chet or Paolo.
Yeah.
Because I know they'll end up being that. And Ivy could be that though.
I don't think Ivy is falling too far. And even the Sacramento, I know that I hate
Ivy could be the second best player on the championship team. We got to see him play in the NBA, but you know what I'm saying.
J-Mo, these Kings, Sacramento Kings are not gonna get. They're not gonna wait. They remember last year they drafted Davion Mitchell and they kept their players. So they're gonna keep screwing us. They're gonna get Ivy at 4. Watch it.
You know, I don't know if Noma's here or watching or not, but we know we've always called the Knicks the Lions of the NBA. But I got to be honest with you. I think the Kings are coming for that title. They really want to be the Lions pretty bad. Swear to God, if they draft a fucking point guard, I'm going to lose it.
Who do you see the Kings drafting here at 4?
I said Keegan Murray.
Yeah, I could see them drafting
Keegan Murray. Look at their, who are their power forwards?
Buddy Hield is gone.
Playing 5?
They need Hield, a guy like Buddy Hield, or they ask for.
Well, Keegan Murray is a 6'8" Buddy Hield that play defense.
But you know what though? That's a good fit for Keegan Murray because they want Sabonis down low in the post, and Keegan Murray can space the floor for him.
Yeah, that's actually Keegan Murray he fits the best. Why would you get?
Dude,
he fits.
And De'Aaron Fox off the screens with the speed and stuff. He's going to open so much. That's the pick. I like that. That's the pick for Murray. Now, will Sacramento do it? I got no idea.
Right. Will they actually do the right thing? Who knows about that? No, let's take a guard and make more problems in our locker room.
Sacramento might draft AJ Griffin.
No.
I don't expect anything less from Sacramento. I expect Sacramento to be the head scratcher. There's always one of those in every draft where they make that pick and no one knows who that person is except for the person reading the teleprompter.
Man, I wish AJ Griffin to have so many injuries that'll come in during his high school career because he'll be better than he is right now.
So J-Mo, CA3, and Drew, which player out of those players you want us to draft right now?
What do you mean?
If you got the chance to choose one of our 3, who do you think that would be really super happy to have right now? I know all of them look good, like Ivy, Sharp, Murray, but who do you like if you really fall to us?
Ivy. Yeah, I'm going Ivy.
What about you, J-Mo?
It's like I'm going to Ivy. I just it's Ivy and Sharp are just even to me because Sharp's potential, but it's something about he just reminds me of Donovan Mitchell so much, bro.
Yeah,
he got so much juice. Like,
man, I want Ivy, man.
I just really believe he's gonna be good. That's all I can say. I just think he's gonna be good. So I would take Ivy if he's there. I'm gonna take Ivy.
What if Utah did the unpredictable and actually kept Rudy Gobert but traded Donovan Mitchell?
It's possible.
I don't think so. You trade Gobert, you keep Donovan Mitchell. Gobert's a scrub.
I mean,
no.
Let's hope Utah realizes.
If you watch the Jazz, if you watch the Jazz, bro, it's just that the team is just not good, bro. And Donovan Mitchell's so bad on defense that it's just. I mean, when you watch them play, they don't. There's nobody that's stopping anybody, bro. There's nobody. It's like it's just Rudy Gobert on the island, and he's gotta compensate for the guards who can't stop nobody, bro.
Donovan Mitchell is not that bad on defense as people been saying.
No. He starts on defense.
I'm watching these games. Did you watch Luka Doncic? Oh wow.
No, it wasn't Luka Doncic. Did you watch the playoffs, bro?
Yes, I did.
He was getting driven past by with ease, but it wouldn't he wouldn't even try.
Man, get Rudy Gobert a scrub, bro. Get that man out of there. He's a scrub. Most overrated player in the league besides Ben Simmons and Chris Paul. So get that man out of here.
Don't even get me started on Ben Simmons. I never want to hear this guy's name come up again, bro. This
Yeah,
guy.
I told y'all.
Bro.
From day one, I told y'all. Never wrong, bro.
Dude, I didn't know the history. I didn't know in Australia he quit on his team. I knew he quit on LSU. Then he quit on Philadelphia, and then he quit on the Nets already. He's a quitter.
Bro, he was born with a silver spoon.
think
He was born rich, man. People like that.
I just don't think that. I just think the Jazz need to just do a rebuild. I don't think they're good enough to do anything.
Yeah, they're just
It's
like
just
a
not
first
good.
round, second round playoff team. Like they're not bad, but it's like they're not as good as the title contenders. Like there's levels to it. They're a good, if not great team. They're just not a championship team. And like even if they got like a star players, it's like I don't know if that would be enough.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, man. Rudy he's trash for real. I'm sorry, he garbage, dog. I was like, Rudy is so overrated. It's just ridiculous. Like I said, Draymond is everything Rudy think he is. Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell, like, it's a difference when Rudy Gobert can't take over a game. So what's the point of having him?
He's 7'5" for nothing.
You
can't even change it. You can't even change a light bulb, dude.
I mean, what you have done? Rudy Gobert is
Get rid of that scrub, dog. That boy is a scrub.
Do you know how he's a scrub? Really, he publicly said he could lock Shaq up. That's how you know he's a scrub.
We ain't gonna talk about that, but
no, we're gonna talk about that.
I don't really care about that nonsense.
That is scrub behavior.
Man, I want to send Rudy Gobert two games of Russell Westbrook dropping 50 on him, and I'll be like, oh, you can guard Shaq? Stop it. On the inside though. All inside the paint. That's a 6'3" guy. I can see you videos of Zion dunking on this man, but you can guard Shaq.
It's a lot of. I mean, even most of the top tier bigs that have been used for Rudy Gobert. But anyways,
but
to me, I don't even really hate Rudy Gobert as much. Most people do. I just think
he's trash.
I think if you put him, he's terrible offensively. But if you put him in a situation where you just ask him just to be a rim protector, I think he's all right. But I don't think Utah's right.
Go to State and they make a cheat code team, he'll be happy because that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, if you put him in the right scenario where you ask him just to be a rim protector, yeah.
He gonna go to the Warriors.
But with Utah, like I said, with Utah, that they need him to be more than just what he is, and that's the problem. I just think the team is just not good. I mean, I don't think they can defend a soul. Like they can't guard anybody on the perimeter whatsoever.
All right.
And
Let me ask you a few things here real quick.
They can't guard anybody, bro.
What does playing defense mean?
What do you mean?
It means you gotta guard the guy with the ball or the team with the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
That takes place beyond half court. Mm-hmm. Rudy Gobert's what? 3-4-time defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
How did they get beat by the Mavericks? Because their defense sucked. They could not guard the perimeter three. Because Gobert was a mismatch. How are you going to be a 4-time defensive player of the year and be a liability on defense?
I mean, the thing is that the Jazz are even worse defensively with Rudy Gobert before. Like they're one of the worst teams. When Rudy Gobert is not on the floor, they're even worse, bro.
But that's only because they don't have
Hold
on. It's not because of Rudy Gobert. It's because they don't have nobody to replace him. If you were,
if you watch me some matches, it wasn't necessarily because of Rudy Gobert getting killed. It was because the whole team wasn't playing defense, bro. Like, did you watch them playing defense like on the perimeter?
Okay, if the whole team not playing defense, that's on Gobert. You the defensive leader, you're the defensive player of the year. How are you not playing defense? Because I can show you defensive leaders in the team, and when they healthy and when they playing, they teams play defense. It's a mentality, bro. Did you look? And I know y'all get tired of me, but you remember when we were playing the Pistons, when the Pistons were playing the Bulls, and Lonzo like blocked Stewart's dunk, and then will go on the perimeter and guard Cade. Rudy Gobert can't go on the perimeter and guard anybody, so the team don't respect him. It ain't that deep, bro. Like, how you gonna be a defensive how you gonna be a defensive player of the year and you can't guard the perimeter? Like, that don't make sense.
How you gonna score 8 points a game and not set the tone defensively?
Like, that don't make sense for real. Like, that really don't make sense. It don't make sense for real. It really don't. But it is what it is. And Gobert is a talented player, but Gobert is a utility player. And that's the problem. He's a utility player getting paid like he's a superstar player. And that's just the problem. Donovan Mitchell has his issues, but he's a superstar caliber player, bro. So Gobert, on the other hand, he's going to give you 15 and 15. He's going to play good defense, but he's not going to impact winning in the playoffs when it matters. Because at the end of the day, we need you to go out there and be able to guard Luka, bro. Because if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's pitiful. He a defensive player of the year. Kawhi, Marcus Smart, who else was defensive? Giannis, they can guard him. Why can't he? Yeah, man. So let's see. We got some comments in the building.
Like I said, I'm not necessarily Rudy Gobert hater, but I'll have to say, but he gets cooked a lot, bro. Like,
he said, you look at Joe. Yes, they are. It's a different NBA, bro.
And this NBA, yes, you have to. But but if you look at his at Embiid and Jokic's numbers against Rudy Gobert, it's not looking good for Gobert.
Listen, look, we're going to get off Gobert back. But my thing is, like, bro, you got to be able to do something. I'll give you an example. Isaiah Stewart realized his role is diminishing. So what he started doing? Start shooting threes and hitting them. Like, you have to contribute, bro. You can't just be no stagnant, one-dimensional player, man, because that's not how we're going to win, man. You have to adapt. And Rudy Gobert, he don't want to even try to like develop any other like game than what he is. Like, I don't want to hear that he ain't capable, man. He can develop a 15-foot jump shot. Come on, man. He can do that, but he won't. So it's just like that. And then I'm tired of Utah, man. I blow it all up. I hate them. I don't like their fans either. They just give me a bad taste in my mouth. I'm sick of Utah. All right, man.
The team just not good, man. It's just.
No, they are. They're a very good team. They are a very good team. They just lack leadership.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're not good, but I just think they're kind of.
They're a very good team. They just don't. They lack leadership, bro.
I mean,
they lost their leader, Joe Ingles, and then they fell apart.
I mean, and Collins declining too. I mean, you just gotta rebuild, bro. It's that simple.
Rebuild, man. I'm shipping off Gobert and starting with D. Mitch. Ben Wallace guarded Kobe Bryant on the perimeter, bro. Come on, man.
That's cap, bro. Because what
Ben Wallace, he rarely guarded it, but when Ben Wallace needs to switch on the perimeter against Kobe Bryant in his prime, guess who did it and did it well? It's not about having to do it consistently. It's about being able to do it. Like, Rudy, we need you to get him real quick and pop out there and be able to do it.
That's what made Ben Wallace so good. It's his ability to switch.
Right, he can do everything. Ben Wallace is the archetype for a small ball defender that can guard all five positions for real and guard the center. Ben Wallace is really he's a phenom, a unicorn like we've never seen. Because he could guard Shaq and then go out on the perimeter and guard Kobe Bryant. Like, I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous. But, you know, all of your elite defensive players had to be some version of that. They just had to be some version of it. Marcus Smart only 6'5", but he gonna guard in that post. You know what I'm saying?
He's guarding Kevin Durant.
Like you just gotta be like the standard got to be higher for these defensive players, bro.
He's 6'5" on a stool, man. He's definitely 6. He's like 6'4", like doing that.
Like that's why I don't want to hear that Gobert can't guard the perimeter, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. Like you can, you just you don't want to for real. Like all he has to do really is just like drop back a few feet and make them get past you. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like he's 7 feet tall.
that doesn't make you defensive player of the year because defensive player of the year means you play defense all the way through. And guess what? The 3-point line's part of playing defense. You got to guard it. He can't. He's a liability. Like
we were saying, he's the only.
Was it
in the
Steph
last
Curry?
like 10 years? He's the only defensive player of the year that doesn't guard the perimeter.
Was it Steph Curry that one year he had him doing like 2 circles?
Oh yeah. Bruh, like that's the thing. It's not like he's bad at defensive on the perimeter. He's getting embarrassed. Like I'm better on the perimeter than him. Like that's how bad he's getting embarrassed. It's a difference. Like okay, he's not that good. We ain't gonna throw him out there. But like he a deer in headlights, and then you can see the fear in his eyes. He gets scared, bro.
It's just certain styles you can't play against, and that's just what makes him. That's the downside of his game, man. Like in the Mavs series, he's completely unplayable because the Mavs play 5 out. You can't play Rudy Gobert,
right?
And against a 5 out, it's impossible.
So you spent $200+ million on a guy you can't even play in the playoffs, bro. Come on, like I'm getting rid of Gobert in a heartbeat. Tatum is amazing. I told you, Tatum. Not him. I won't say he because he didn't even play that good in the last game. But his team beat Giannis, and he's the best player. He's a superstar.
Hey man, you gotta give Tatum. You gotta give Tatum.
I told him Boston better win the chip. Y'all beat Milwaukee. Y'all should win the entire thing.
Tatum is not backing down, bro. He went through
and
KD,
they got that
Kyrie.
amazing defense. Ume Udoka is a genius black coach. Shout out to our genius black coaches out there.
Gonna go. I don't think Tatum is even. He's not even really close to like his peak. Like, he's so much stuff he can work on. Like, if Tatum knew how to get to his spots like consistently every single game, like he'll be unstoppable, bro. And you combine that with the effort that he puts on defense. Now, like he still has room to grow.
Yeah, who's winning, Miami or the Boston?
Miami.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about this yet.
Once Tatum.
Well, I got Boston in 7.
Well, once Tatum realizes he can get to his mid range so easily, bro, he'll be unstoppable.
Like I'm picking Boston until they lose because they beat the Bucks.
It can go either way. It's tough to say. I would say Boston in 7.
Boston gonna win.
It's going 7 no matter which way it goes.
Absolutely, and all these games probably gonna be like 70-72. Old school. It's gonna be a couple games in this series that's about to be super low scoring. I know that for a fact. Like it's the second quarter and it's only 28-25.
Yeah.
Like
the Bucks now. But the Bucks would have repeated to me if they had a healthy Middleton.
If they had Middleton, of course they repeat. Nobody easily.
Ooh.
Easily with Middleton, like they repeat easily.
It's nothing. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, shoot, don't sleep on them boys next year because I think they're gonna upgrade their point guard position.
Over Drew?
Drew is not really a point guard. He just plays point. Like they was running like him and Grayson Allen. Like that's not the backcourt for real. Drew is a 2 guard that can play point. He's a combo.
All right, guys, gonna go talk to you later. We should talk about these draft.
What do you think they're gonna do at the point, J-Mo?
I don't know what they're gonna do, but I feel like they're gonna upgrade it. They're not getting rid of Drew though. Drewski is solidified. That boy is that dude. So
I can offer them Corey Joseph.
Like I'm thinking, there's a Dame Lillard, even CP3 trash self. I just feel like they're gonna try to upgrade their point guard position. Because if they had a better,
I just don't know how
Drew Holiday had to if they had a pure point guard, they probably would have won. They needed Middleton for like the playmaking and stuff. On top of everything, the scoring and defense.
I just don't know what you do to upgrade it. Like how do you do it? Like who are you gonna get?
I don't know. They got to figure something out. Either that or they just say run it back. Middleton was hurt. Like I don't know. Like
I mean, I think you can run it back. I mean, I just think it was
because the star power next year going to increase. They might need more star power. Outside of Giannis, of course, they have the biggest star in the league.
I mean, I just think it's hard to win. I just think it's hard to win when you're relying when you're relying on Grayson Allen to be your to step up. You can't rely on Grayson Allen to step up every single game, bro. It's not. I mean, of course he's gonna have the couple fluky games that he had against in the Bulls series, but it's not gonna happen every game. Well, at least most games, it's not gonna happen.
Right. He said, "Y'all got me on the Shady on Sharp bandwagon." Hey, man. The way I judge players is if everything went well and they stayed healthy, how would they turn out? And that's why I'm in love with Shady on Sharp. Everything go well, he stay healthy, he a superstar. Straight up. And if he's not a superstar, he's a perennial all-star. Straight up. So the man got a 49-inch vertical. He can play basketball really good. Like, that's crazy to me. That's really crazy to me.
Well, we've been on for almost 2 hours, man. You guys got any topics you want to talk about before we go to final thoughts?
No, I'm good, man.
All right, man. Hey, man. We're picking number 5. Will we keep it? I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned. Find out. So what is it? Next month is the draft?
Oh, big. I mean, I know it's a term, but dang, big guy.
I think so. I think it's in like the week or two after the finals. So pretty quick, peeps. Pretty quick. Stay tuned. Mark your calendars. But CA3, thanks for coming on the show, man. It was great to see you and talk to you again. Number 5, baby. What do you got for final thoughts?
Man, of course I wish we could have gotten this top 3, but life isn't perfect, especially as a Detroit fan. And you can still get a great player with a top 5 pick. And I'm cool being that 5. We got our number 1 pick last year, and we have 5 this year. We can still, get a franchise changing player. To put alongside Cade, and I'm cool with that. I just hope, hopefully our pick turns out to be great, and we can build on from there.
Absolutely, man. Again, thanks for coming on, man. Great to talk to you again.
Yeah.
313 JMO, Hard the City, now representing the 5th pick in the draft. What do you got for the peeps for final thoughts today?
Pistons fans, I know you guys might have wanted something different, but don't be upset. Shady on Sharp he is that good. So don't worry, don't sleep over at night. It's gonna be Shady on or Ivy, maybe Keegan Murray, but I don't think Troy Weaver I don't think he passing up on Shady on Sharp. I don't know how you could pass up on the guy. He's extremely talented. Like I'm perfectly fine with having him. Because it was 5 players that I wanted: him, Ivy, Bonchero, Smith, or Chet, and we got one of the players that I wanted, a big guard. I don't have any issues with it, to be honest with you. Of course, I would have wanted Chet or maybe Ivy for sure, but it's all right, man. I think our team is going to be very good next year. We're going to see what Troy Weaver does, whether he holds on to this pick or he decides to take a player with it. But I think our team is going to be very good. Like, we got another top 5 pick on top of all the things that we've built. So we three top 5 picks in a row. So it's time for us to do something with that, and I think we can, man. I really like Shady on, man. His potential is limitless, I feel like. We just got to see what he can do. We just got to see. We got to make him better. We got to fix up his handle because he got to work on that. Let's just get him out there and let that boy ball and let that boy Killian throw that man some oops.
Absolutely, man. Great to get back with you, JMO. Stay tuned, peeps. We will be coming back weekly before you know it. We got to get everything worked out with the schedule for that, but we will be back weekly just in due time. But let me tell you guys, for you guys who are saying that you're worrying that we fell to 5, do not worry. Last year, we got our first overall pick in Cade Cunningham. And may I remind you that Killian Hayes, Beef Stew, and Sadiq Bey were all taken outside of the top 5. Troy Weaver knows how to find talent. Troy Weaver might find this guy that we didn't even mention today. Mm-hmm. You didn't see him on the Tankathon list. If that's who the Pistons announce, I trust Troy Weaver. He has earned that right. I don't care. I trust Troy. Troy has a vision and a game plan and a timeline to get a championship here in Detroit. He's got a plan, something that no one else here that's coming to the Pistons has had in a very, very long time. Trust in Troy Weaver. Doesn't matter how the deck's stacked against us, what lottery ball goes where. Troy Weaver's going to figure out a way to get us in the right position. So if you're having doubts like Bravo or a lot of you guys were scared that we went to 5, don't. We got Troy Weaver, baby. That's all I got to say. So thanks for rocking with us tonight. Drop a like if you didn't. Subscribe to 313 JMO, and we'll catch you guys here in a couple of days. That being said, peace out.
So.